What happened when you finally called your boss's bluff about being irreplaceable? For 3 years, I ran Marcus's entire operation while he took credit and collected bonuses. I managed his calendar, wrote his presentations, handled his clients, and even picked up his dry cleaning. When the Henderson account threatened to walk, I flew to Dallas on my own dime and saved a $2.3 million contract. Marcus presented my work to the board the next week. What would I do without you? He'd laugh, patting my shoulder like I was his pet. You're absolutely irreplaceable. But when promotion season came, Marcus promoted his golf buddy Derek, a guy who couldn't spell Excel, let alone use it. When I asked about my advancement, Marcus leaned back in his leather chair. Listen, sweetheart, you're too valuable where you are. I need you handling the real work while I focus on strategy. He said it with that condescending smile that made my skin crawl. What about the Henderson contract? The Morrison presentation that saved us $500,000? Team effort, he said dismissively. Besides, Derek brings fresh perspective. You're more of a behind-the-scenes person. Behind the scenes. Like I was the help. That night, I called my college roommate Lisa, who now worked in HR at our biggest competitor. They've been trying to poach talent from Marcus's team for months. She said, your reputation precedes you. Every client you've saved, every project you've rescued, people notice. The next morning, I walked into Marcus's office and placed my resignation letter on his desk. He didn't even look up. Very funny. Now, the Morrison follow-up needs to be done by noon. I'm serious, Marcus. 2 weeks' notice. His head snapped up. You can't quit. You're too important to this operation. Then you should have treated me like it. His face went red. Look, if this is about money, we can discuss a small raise. Derek makes $40,000 more than me, and he started 6 months ago. Marcus sputtered. That's different. He has an MBA from a school that rejected me because I was overqualified. I'd done my homework. Listen, Marcus said, panic creeping into his voice. You leave now. You'll never work in this industry again. I have connections. I smiled. So do I. I start at Henderson Industries Monday. You know, that client you almost lost? The color drained from his face. They hired you? Senior account director, 40% raise, company car. And they specifically requested that all their former business with your firm be transferred to my oversight. Marcus grabbed my arm. You can't do this. I'll sue for breach of contract, industrial espionage. I pulled my arm free. With what legal team? Jerry from accounting? Because I wrote the brief that got you Morrison's legal business and they're coming with me too. I turned to leave. Wait, Marcus called out desperately. What about the Yamamoto presentation? The quarterly reports? The client dinner Thursday? I paused at the door. I guess you'll figure it out. After all, I was just behind the scenes. By Friday, 3 more people had quit. By the following Tuesday, Marcus was in the office at 6 a.m., frantically trying to rebuild presentations from my templates. Henderson Industries announced their partnership with my new firm in the trade publications. The headline read, Industry Veteran Brings Elite Client Portfolio to Competitive Firm. Marcus called me 6 times that day. I didn't answer. Last month, I heard his company lost the Morrison account. Something about missed deadlines and subpar client service. Derek got promoted to senior manager of a team of 2.